Well, joining me now in the studio to discuss things further is Al Jazeera senior political analyst Marwan Bishara. Marwan, always good to see you. Just how significant is this change and why now?
Well, it is significant. I mean, why now? Why any time, right? Well, certainly the king feels that it's time to leave a legacy, and he feels that his son, younger son, is more so than his nephew, and hence, de facto, the last 2 years, the crown prince or the deputy crown prince has actually been leading, while the crown prince bin NAYEF, Mohammed bin NAYEF, has been quite implicit and on the sideline all this last couple of years. So effectively, since he was basically the crown prince running a lot of the affairs of the country, it was just time to give him the official title, if you will. Is it effective? Yes, it's hugely important for the country. I mean, this is the first time we have such a young, prospective king that he could probably be king within, I don't know, months, maybe, if not years. And so the kind of record we've had of Mohammed bin Salman over the last 2 years, of course, gives a lot of hope for a lot of people and gives a lot of reason to worry for a lot of other people. So on the one hand, he's thought of as young, as liberal and open, and as industrious and hardworking, and it really wants to get things done. On the other hand, there are those who think not only that he's ambitious, perhaps too ambitious, that he's probably hasty and incredibly inexperienced, and that the last 2 years don't exactly, bode well for the kind of leadership you would expect.
So if the other Gulf countries or the wider region is looking in on this, I'm guessing they also have, mixed thoughts.
Well, I mean, in Qatar, for example, we had a very smooth transition from the Emir of Qatar to his son about, 4 years ago or 5 years ago, and that went well, and there was no need for hoopla. But then the crown prince took the time as a crown prince to get experience and so forth in the affairs of the state. I think for some of the neighbors, they look at this as, not exactly worry, but don't know exactly what will turn out. As I said, because of the last 2 year experience, especially the war in Yemen, left a lot of scars in the regions because it just didn't go very well. 10,000 people died. Saudi Arabia is still stuck there. On the other hand, I think in the United Arab Emirates, they're going to view this as a very positive thing, because clearly the effective ruler of the United Arab Emirates did not do very well, did not get along, if you will, with the previous crown prince. But he does get along with this crown prince, Mohammed bin Salman. So I think probably the Emiratis are going to be happy about what's going on here. All in all, you could say it remains to be seen. But judging from the last 2 years, I think there's some room for worry. Also, in Washington, which I think probably is the big neighbor, in the Gulf, it took a couple of years to really set up Mohammed bin Salman to be the crown prince, because Mohammed bin NAYEF, the previous one, was America's man in Saudi Arabia. He was the guy who would take care of the war on terror and take care of extremists and so on and so forth. And for many decades, Mohammed bin NAYEF was America's man in Saudi Arabia. So to be sidelined like that, Mohammed bin Salman must really provide the credentials to Washington that really gets him to be the new Washington man in Saudi Arabia. And apparently, he was accepted by the Trump administration as so.
Marwan, as always, thank you.
Thank you.